Laudetur Jesus Christus. Praise be Jesus Christ. Welcome to all of you joining us for this customary weekly broadcast of the Angelus prayer led by Pope Francis here in St. Peter's Square. Our broadcast is coming to you on this cloudy and breezy Sunday in the Eternal City, and also rainy. Many of the tourists and pilgrims there have umbrellas. From wherever you're joining us, I'd like to offer you this warm welcome, and especially to all of you joining us through internet, our website, our Facebook Live feed. A warm welcome to you, and to our television partners, in particular EWTN Television, the Catholic Faith Network in America, Salt and Light Television, Shalom World Television, Atma Darshan TV, Catholic Television, and all of you joining us through the Radio Maria Papua New Guinea Network, the Luminous Radio India station, and Radio Maria England. A warm welcome to you all. Our television viewers, of course, can see the camera slowly zooming in there on the window of the Apostolic Palace, from which Pope Francis will be appearing, as he usually does every Sunday, to lead the recitation of the Marian prayer, the Angelus prayer, on this day. And usually before leading the prayer, of course, Pope Francis offers reflections on the day's Gospel. And today we're speaking of the fourth Sunday of Lent. And following the Angelus, he imparts his apostolic blessing to all those present and you watching and listening. And as many of you know, following that, he often speaks about big issues or big things happening in our world, often asking us all to pray for peace and to remember those who are suffering in our world. And often each week he's asked for our prayers, our ardent prayers for peace in the Holy Land, in Israel and Palestine, for an end to the hostilities and for help to the so many thousands who are suffering there, for a release to the hostages. And he asks us often to pray for peace in Ukraine. And indeed, in an interview he gave to Swiss television, he prayed that for cessation of hostilities there, and hope that a diplomatic solution for a just and lasting peace may be found. And there you can see some of the crowds there gathered in the square, around and near the obelisk in the middle of the square there, and then also outside the square there. And here's Pope Francis waving to the crowds, as the applause you can hear indicates.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buongiorno.
Dear brothers and sisters, buongiorno.
In questa quarta domenica di Quaresima,
this fourth Sunday of Lent, the Gospel presents us with the figure of Nicodemus, a Pharisee, a leader of the Jews. He saw the signs Jesus performed, and he recognized in him a teacher sent by God. And he went to meet him by night, so as not to be seen. The Lord welcomes him and talks with him and reveals to him that he came not to condemn, but to save the world. Let's pause a moment to reflect on this. Jesus came not to condemn, but to save the world. This is beautiful. Often in the Gospel, we see Christ revealing the intentions of the people he meets, at times unmasking their false attitudes, such as with the Pharisees, or having them reflect on the disorder of their life, as with the Samaritan woman. There are no secrets before the Lord. He reads them in the heart, in the hearts of each one of us. This ability could be disturbing in ways, because if used badly, it can harm people, exposing them to merciless judgments. Indeed, no one is perfect. We are all sinners. We all make mistakes. And if the Lord were to use His knowledge of our weaknesses to condemn us, no one could be saved. But it's not this way. He, in fact, uses His knowledge not to point His finger at us, but to embrace our life, to free us from sins, and to save us. Jesus is not interested in putting us on trial and subjecting us to judgment. He does not want any one of us to be lost. The Lord's gaze upon us is not a blinding beacon that dazzles us and puts us in difficulty, but rather the gentle glimmer of a friendly lamp that helps us to see the good in ourselves and to be aware of the evil, so that we may be converted and healed with the Lord's help of His grace. Jesus did not come to condemn, but to save the world. Let's think of ourselves. Sometimes we can condemn others. Sometimes we like to gossip and speak badly of others. Let's ask the Lord to help us have a gaze of mercy on others as He looks on us with mercy. May Mary help us to wish and want the good for one another.
Ave Maria, grazia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ecce ancilla Domini.
Fiat mi secundum verbum tuum.
Ave Maria, grazia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Verbum caro factum est.
Et habitavit in nobis.
Ave Maria, grazia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ora pro nobis, Santa Dei Genitrix.
Ut benedicamur promissionibus Christi.
Grazie a Tua, questo Domine, mentibus nostris infunde, che angelo annunziante, Christi Fili Tua, incarnazione coniovium, per passione meius et crucem, a resurrezione gloriam perducamur, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Pro fidelibus defuntis, requiem aeternam dona eis Domine.
Et lux perpetua lucet eis.
Requiescant in pace.
Amen.
Sit nomen Domini benedictum.
Ex hoc nunc et usque in saeculum.
Aiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini.
Qui fecit caelum et terram.
Benedicat vos, omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Cari fratelli e
Dear
sorelle,
brothers and sisters,
2 giorni fa si è celebrata la giornata
2 days
internazionale
ago we marked the International Women's Day.
ed esprimere la mia vicinanza a tutte le
I'd like to
donne,
express my closeness to
specialmente a quelle,
all women. Pope Francis waving
specialmente a
there,
quelle la cui dignità
especially
non
those
viene
whose
rispettata.
dignity is not
C'è
respected.
ancora tanto lavoro
There's
che
so much work
ciascuno
we
di
still
noi
have to
deve
do
fare perché sia riconosciuta concretamente la pari dignità
so that
delle
the
donne.
Equal dignity of
Sono
women
le
is
istituzioni
recognized.
sociali e politiche che hanno il dovere fondamentale di proteggere e promuovere
who
la dignità
have the
di ogni
responsibility
essere
to
umano,
protect the
offrendo
dignity
alle
of women,
donne
offering women
portatrici di vita
who
le
are
condizioni
bearers of life
necessarie per poter accogliere il dono
the
della
help
vita
necessary
e
to
assicurare ai
carry the
figli
gift of life
un'esistenza degna.
and to help children in growing.
Seguo con preoccupazione e dolore la grave crisi che colpisce Haiti.
And I'm following the very difficult crisis and situation in Haiti.
Sono vicino alla Chiesa
I'm close to the
e al
church
caro popolo
and to
haitiano.
the dear Haitian people that has suffered so much due to this conflict. I ask you all to pray for Haitians and to Our Lady so that this violence may end and that reconciliation may happen in the country and with the help of the international community. And this evening our Muslim brothers and sisters begin Ramadan. I express to all of them my closeness and nearness. And I greet all of you who come from Rome and various parts of Italy and other parts of the world.
In particolare saluto gli studenti del collegio Iravia e Saga di Pamplona.
Greetings to students from Pamplona and Madrid.
Malaga e quelli di St. Mary's Plainfield, New Jersey.
Various parts of Spain and the state of New Jersey there in the United States.
Saluto I ragazzi della prima comunione, della Cresima, della parrocchia Nostra Signora di Guadalupe e San Filippo Martire in Roma.
And greetings to various students from different groups throughout Italy.
E Sant'Elena e Castelmonte. Accolgo con affetto la comunità cattolica della Repubblica Democratica del Congo a Roma.
And I greet the members of the Catholic community of the Democratic Republic of Congo here in Rome, waving there in the crowds with their national flag. I ask you to remember as well Ukraine and the Holy Land. Pray for them that the hostilities may end as soon as possible and that the civilian population is suffering terribly. I wish all of you a nice Sunday. And please remember to pray for me.
Buon pranzo e arrivederci.
Have a good lunch and arrivederci. Francis waving to the crowds there and offering those various reflections or comments after the imparting his apostolic blessing there, remembering International Women's Day, praying for the dignity of women around our world, expressing his closeness, remembering the people of Haiti where civil unrest is widespread, and he asked us to pray for them and for the international community to help in any way. And he remembered our Muslim brothers and sisters as they begin the holy time of Ramadan. And he also asked us to pray as well again for peace for the Palestinians, Israelis there, and for the people of Ukraine, as especially these civilian populations are suffering terribly. I'd like to thank you all for joining us for this weekly appointment on Sunday. We'll be back again in the coming days here with various broadcasts. Also, as we come close to the conclusion of Lent here and the marathon of liturgies that come up during Holy Week and leading to Easter. Thaddeus Jones here, thanking you all for joining us, and as well thanks to Adriano Vitali for the tech help and Father Pavel Ritel Adrianic for producing this broadcast. Have a blessed Sunday. Laudetur Jesus Christus. Praised be Jesus Christ.